I did a written interview with Kelsey Dionne of the Arcane library, and we largely talked about her upcoming game, Shadowdark, which just launched on Kickstarter at the time of this recording. She's also the author of many punchy, essentialized 5e one-shots, one of which has reached the table of some RPG celebrities. In this video, I want to share with you a few highlights from the interview, which you can read at any time from the link below. It's published through my newsletter, which I also think you should subscribe to so that you never miss these interviews that I've been doing with all these awesome creators in the indie RPG world. Kelsey is old school and can prove it. One interesting fact about Kelsey's street cred is that she grew up in Wisconsin and cut her teeth gaming with one of Gary Gygax's gaming buddies, James Mischler. She even got to meet Gary himself at Gen Con back when it was still being held in Milwaukee, and he gave her some sage DM advice. Even more remarkably, Kelsey has photographic evidence that she was part of James Mischler's DM training regimen. I thought it was so cool to see these pics. Make your own website. Kelsey dispenses some eye-opening insights into why you should create your own website if you're trying to sell RPGs. I think most creators rely on DriveThruRPG or DM's Guild or itch.io because it's way easier to just upload and sell on those marketplaces, and you get permanent free hosting of your products. And in the case of DriveThru, there's even a relatively easy to use pipeline to print on demand books and cards. But what Kelsey has proven with her own website, arcanelibrary.com, is that if you are at all successful with your RPG products, then you stand to keep a lot more of the money that you make. The difference is keeping 50 to 70% of each sale versus keeping 95%. If you're just selling a couple dozen copies a year, this doesn't mean much. But if you're making decent games or supplements and building up your mailing list and moving hundreds of copies each year, then giving up 25 to 45% of each sale to a middleman will add up over time. You need to quit social media. Kelsey really stresses the fact that whether you're running your own website or not, if you're a creator selling anything, you really need to stop wasting time on efforts that don't help you and focus on things that do. And this means stop putting your energy into Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram posts and start focusing on building your email list. I think a lot of creators really don't understand the power of email marketing, but if you look at some of the big indie successes in our little corner of the internet, people like Sean McCoy of Mothership fame or Kevin Crawford of Stars Without Number and Worlds Without Number fame, their success with new projects is based largely on being able to reach previous customers. Social media handles and mailing addresses change over the years, but email addresses generally don't. Social media posting is low yield if you're trying to sell your RPG. Build your mailing list. Shadowdark is shaping up to be pretty awesome. Kelsey's big project from the past couple of years is Shadowdark, a sort of modern OSR fantasy RPG that isn't trying to reinvent the wheel as much as it's trying to streamline the player experience and keep things going fast. The most compelling aspect of Kelsey's 5e one-shots is how she presents the information in essential distilled points. All the unessential is always hacked away in her adventures, and if that's how she's approaching an OSR game made from the ground up, then it's a must-buy. Again, I've left the links below to the whole interview, which has a couple of surprises at the end that I haven't mentioned, as well as a link to the Shadowdark Kickstarter. Thanks for listening. See ya.